Brian Baker with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the Freedom Elite 22 FE. Although this is a nice short Class C, it's still big on space inside, has an excellent layout, and lots of storage. This is a perfect camper if you're looking to go tailgating, maybe you're thinking about going to Alaska, or you just like to visit national parks. This is definitely one you want to take a look at. Let's head on in and take a look. Welcome to the inside of the Freedom Elite 22 FE. Let's start off right over here on the kitchen. So they have made some changes to the kitchen. I really like what they've done. They've gone to a single bowl sink here, which is really nice if you have residential pots and pans. And take a look at how deep this is. I mean, this is a really deep sink. A lot of times, especially with the double bowl, they're about half this depth. So I like the fact that it's nice and big. Again, those pots and pans can sit all the way down here. It makes it really easy to wash them, especially with a pull-out faucet here. Over to the side, they've changed the cooktop as well. They've gone to a recessed cooktop, which again I think is a great option. That way this is usable prep space. When you need to use your burners, no problem. This just folds up and back. This will create a natural backsplash here, opening up your 3-burner cooktop. The front one, of course, is high output. And then right underneath here you have an oven if you want to do some baking. You'll see you have good storage as well. Underneath the oven there, you have this pull-out drawer. You can see it's nice and deep. And then you have a couple of drawers here. The bottom one is definitely the largest. You'll see that's great for your pots and pans right down there. The ones up above, a little bit less just because of, you have plumbing and other stuff you have to contend with there. You'll see that especially in this one, but this makes a great, catch-all drawer. If you have hot pads, it's a good spot for them right there. Or even some of your bigger items like your spatulas and knives, you can put in this way, just put them sideways. Still very usable. And then you have the little drop down right here for your soap, sponge, whatever else you need to put in there. So not only do you have this as added prep space now when this is down, but you'll also see you have the countertop extension which pops up. So again, you have a very usable kitchen in a nice small floor plan. You see you have a window right there to let in some natural light. You have 2 LED lights right here above the sink, then another one right here above your cooktop. So it is nice and bright in the kitchen here when you're prepping and preparing your food. If we look up even a little bit further, you can see good storage starting right above the entry door here. You'll see you have some storage up there. You have the little DVD player right here, which is hooked up into your TV. And then over to this side, nice pantry space. I like the fact that it's an adjustable shelf. This way you can move that up and down, adjust it to what you want to put in there. Above the microwave here, you see you have some additional storage. Notice it is strut supported. That's really nice. A lot of times, you don't get that, in your, your smaller RVs, because a lot of times your small Class Cs are very entry level. Not necessarily the case here in the Freedom Elite. It's very well built at a great price, and I love the fact they have the struts there, because that way it is that easy one-hand operation. Directly underneath that is your microwave. Then over to this side here is your Norcold fridge freezer combo. You can see you have great space right in there. This unit does run off both propane and electric, also has automatic switchover, and the thermostat is right on the outside. Underneath that, you have your direct vent furnace, some additional storage here. You see you have the pull-out drawer, and take a look over to this side there. They actually have a dedicated spot for your trash can. So I really like that they did that. They thought about it. They couldn't really fit it in the kitchens. You needed the drawer space, so they put it off to this side underneath the refrigerator, and I think they did an awesome job there. Then right over here, we open this up, you see some additional storage. Again, you have those adjustable shelves, so you can adjust that to whatever you want. Whether you want to put DVDs in there, or cookbooks, whatever, you want to stick in there. It is some nice extra storage. Another cool feature when we move over, you have a big mirror right here, but behind that mirror, you have access to your wardrobe in your bedroom. So you do have a couple different ways you can get into that, which, I think is kind of cool. If you want to put something, underneath here and make it easy to grab, you can do that too. If we take a look up top, you have big storage up here. Again, strut supported, so that easy one-hand operation. They did change the wood up a little bit. You can see they used a different wood color. I like it personally. The stain here really makes it pop. I think it's a big improvement over what they had in the year previous. If you take a quick look at the ceiling here, LED lights throughout as you would expect. You do have a couple vents. You have 3 vents throughout here. So if you don't want to run the AC, you can open up some windows, have nice airflow. It does have an air conditioner right here, though the controls are right on it. Very simple to use. If we look underneath this storage, underneath these cabinets, double LED lights here help keep it nice and bright. You see you have a big window there to let in the natural light. And then you have the Dream Dinette. This dinette's great. You'll see, if I sit down, you have plenty of room here, excellent leg room. You can easily fit 4 people here very comfortably, and this drops down into a bed quite easily as well. All you have to do, there's a little lever underneath here. You just flip this lever over, then you can push this down. It'll lock into place. You can take these back cushions right here, put it on top, and that will create a nice bed for additional guests. As you would expect, you do have 2 seat belts over here for additional riders. And then underneath, you also have an electrical outlet. So if you need to sit here and plug in a laptop or tablet, you are able to do that and do some work here at the table. Let's take a quick look up front. This is one of my favorite parts about the Freedom Elite series. Right up here, this cab over is great. One of the reasons I really enjoy it is because instead of your normal 300 to 350 pound weight capacity that most bunk overs have, this one is 500 pounds. That's really important if you think about adults being able to sleep up there. I myself am right around 200. If my wife's in there with me, I'm really pushing that 350 mark. So having the 500, I certainly do enjoy, not only for people though, but also for storage. Maybe you're taking this out and the grandkids aren't going with you, the kids aren't, you don't need the sleeping, but you want this for storage. This is an excellent design. That 500 pound weight capacity ensures you can put some heavier stuff up here, your crafts, your clothes, whatever it may be. And take a look at this. The seats, you can the bedding rather, you can completely remove the bedding here. And these right here, these lift up if you want, so you can have hidden storage there while the bed is here. Or you can take these out completely. You can take all the bedding part out and just have this for storage for those trips. And I think that's really cool. 4 people that are sleeping here, though, it is nice and simple. As you would expect in a most Class Cs, this guy right here is going to fill this gap right here. That will create your bed. You do have a couple of cup holders up in the corner, which is pretty neat there. The window on the one side here, as I had mentioned, a vent up top. And then right over here at the foot of the cab over, you have a huge TV. It's a great TV to have in a smaller camper like this. You can that is on a swing arm. You can swing that around so you can see it on the dinette. Or if someone is sleeping up here, obviously they'll have a great view to it right there. And as I mentioned, that is connected to that DVD player that is right up top. Last couple things I did want to mention are your controls. Right over here is your main control panel. You'll see that you do have your generator start and stop on there, as well as your tank monitoring panel. Also, your water heater is here, as is your water pump. You have an electrical outlet right down here. So if you're wondering, where to plug in your coffee maker, toaster, something like that, that's where you'll do it. And then you have some additional lighting controls and stuff down a little further. The 22FE is built on the Ford E350 chassis. If we take a look right up front here, we can see our main control center, if you will, for your radio, your backup camera. Everything is controlled right here. This is really nice because it is touchscreen, but you can see you can do mirroring on here. You can plug auxiliary in. As I mentioned, your rear camera, if you want to constantly watch that, you can just turn that on and be able to see. As you can see, there is another RV directly behind us. But it does just give you a lot of easy options. Again, with the touchscreen, it makes it very simple. As you'd expect, you have your standard controls right here for your heat and AC, HDMI plug-in, as well as USB right over here to the side. And you also have 2 12-volt plug-ins here, so you can plug a couple different things in right there. Several cup holders right up front, which is nice, so you can have a couple different beverages. Good storage right underneath here as well. You'll also notice the flooring. You have this nice rubber mat, so it's extremely easy cleanup. You don't have to worry about dirty carpet, anything like that. And it's a short step to be able to step up into the home portion. The bathroom in the 22FE is relatively spacious, again, especially for being a shorter Class C. Right over here is your foot flush lever toilet, porcelain bowl, so it is nice and easy to clean. And as you can see, I have great leg room here. I have fairly broad shoulders, and I'm good up top as well. Right over to this side, you see you have some storage underneath the sink. So if you have like some cleaning chemicals or anything you need to throw in there, you can do that. Or whatever else you need to put in for your bathroom, extra toilet paper, things like that. You have your electrical outlet there for your hair dryer, curling iron, and then you have some decent countertop space here. So you're able to put your hand soap, things like that. Nice stainless steel bowl, upgraded bowl here in the bathroom. Your faucet, of course. Mirrored medicine cabinet. You'll notice you have good storage in that too. And then an LED light here for your vanity so you can see yourself. You also have a toilet paper holder over here to the side. This is really nice. You have a grab handle to assist you in getting in and out of the shower. That way you can just kind of grab right here, take a step into the shower. And as you will notice, I'm 6 foot, but they have this skylight right here that covers almost the entire area of the shower. So, if you are taller, you're able to stand up in here. If you're 6'3", 6'4", it's a really tall skylight, which is nice. Hand wand right over to the side. You see you have some shelving there as well. Lastly, you will also notice right up here you have a vent fan, which will quickly help the moisture escape out of the bathroom. The bedroom of the 22FE features a slide-out bed. This is really nice because it is easy to get in and out of bed this way. You're actually able to get on the side rather than having to crawl over each other in the middle of the night to use the restroom. It also allows for some more storage and the nice big bathroom you saw just a moment ago. On both sides, you have a window here so you can have some cross ventilation. You'll see you have a nice headboard, if you want to sit up and read. You have some LED reading lights right here underneath as well, and good storage going across the top. And once again, you'll see that is strut supported for easy one-hand operation. Directly behind me, you will notice you have mirrored wardrobe. So this is what we saw when we were out in the living area, as I showed you right behind that mirror. This is the access to that storage area with a nice hanging rod going right across. Excellent wardrobe. You also have this right here, nice big drawer underneath. This is really deep. You can see how far my arm goes in here. Nice deep drawer there, so you can put some folded clothes and stuff, pants or shirts, some of your other items right in there. You'll also notice you have an electrical outlet over here, so as well as this shelf there. Almost acts as like a little nightstand. So if you need to plug in a cell phone, or if you have a CPAP machine, something like that, you have an outlet to plug it into. For the other side, there is one at the foot of the bed. You'll also notice right up here, again, they do have that vent. So as I mentioned, if you don't want to run the AC, you can open some windows up, open that guy up for some great cross ventilation. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a quick look at some of the outside features of the Freedom Elite 22FE. Starting on the chassis itself, this is the Ford E350 chassis. It has the 6.8 liter V10 engine, putting out 305 horsepower and 420 foot-pounds of torque. Also, on this chassis, Ford has gone to a 6-speed transmission, so it is nice and easy, or rather easier on the vehicle if you are towing anything behind you. You'll see right over here you have nice big mirrors. They are bi-directional, so it helps you, see your blind spots a little better. Also, it will help you monitor the lines in the road just to make sure you're not veering one way or the other while driving. Right down here you see the nice steps to be able to climb in to either the passenger or driver side. And then right here on the home portion itself, you have the power awning. Just touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to go right back in. Nice and simple and easy to use. Has an adjustable pitch on there and also LED light, so you don't have to hang up your Christmas lights. Just flip a switch and you will have light at night. You also see the white exterior on here. This comes standard on the 22FE. I honestly really like it. You'll see it has a nice high gloss to it, and also the white will obviously, it will reflect the sun, so it will stay cooler in here than some of your RVs with darker colors. Right underneath you have some storage. You can take a look right there. It does have an LED light in there. You also have this plastic composite, so you don't have to worry about, anything rusting out, which is great. And this is nice to have because, again, it is on the camp side, so it is easy access to that storage. Double outlets right here. You'll see they do have individual doors, so obviously if you're only using one, you can keep the other door shut. But that's perfect. If you want to set up a table here for, put crock pots or need to charge a cell phone outside, something like that, that's the place you can do it. But again, you have nice camp space. You know, you do have your furnace vent right here, but it's up nice and high, won't really bother you. You can kind of set your chairs up right here underneath your awning like you would want. And as I had previously mentioned, this makes a great tailgater. As we take a quick look at the off-camp side, you will see on top of this slide-out bed there, you do have a slide-out topper. This is really convenient too. When you're done camping, rather than having to climb up on the roof and sweep off the top of the slide, you simply have to just move the slide in, as any pine cones or sticks or anything that fall on top of that topper will just roll right off. So again, just making your life a little bit easier. If we take a look underneath the slide, this is your major storage on the outside. You'll see it is hinged here, so it's nice and easy to get into. And you can see how much excellent storage you have in there. So, you know, plenty of room for your grill or your camp chairs, things like that. This is an excellent place for them. Moving up a little bit here, you'll see right over here is your fuel fill. You also see your cable inlet is right there. So if you have cable at your campsite, that is where you'll plug it in at. City water will go be connected right here. 30 amp power cord is right in there. And underneath is your Cummins Onan 4,000 watt generator. You know, the great thing about Class C's is that they are very self-sufficient. So, you know, if you don't have shore power, you can turn the generator on here and this will run everything in the coach. That does run off of gasoline as well. Then right up front here, we'll open this up. You will see this is your propane tank. Nice, easy fill there too. All right, folks, that wraps it up. This was the tour of the Freedom Elite 22 FE. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and if you have any more questions, please visit rv.campingworld.com.